Hey, what's up you guys? Bless Her Aura here with another video. As you can see, I have my winter cap on in the house because I do not feel like doing my hair. And for those of you who have done the big chop, you pretty much know what I'm going through. But anyway, before we get into this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell for notifications. All right. So today's video is going to be just a recap of my 2018. Yes, so I'm going to give you a list of different positive things that have happened to me in 2018, and then I'm going to go into my goals for 2019. Let's see. Starting from the beginning of 2018. I didn't write anything down, so forgive me. I'm just going off the top of the dome here. Okay. In 2018, I took my first trip to Israel. Yes, Dimona, Israel. The reason why I went there was because I was in a wedding. So that's another positive that happened to me. I was a bridesmaid for the first time. So I took a trip to Israel. The wedding was in Israel. And I was a bridesmaid in that wedding in Israel. The second thing positive thing that happened to me in 2018 was I started two businesses. So I have Adina Design Inc. and then I have my private drop shipping business, which actually made a large profit. My profit margin was super, super high this year. So I'm expecting for it to be even higher. Well, I'm sorry, last year. So I'm expecting it to be even higher this year. The fourth positive thing that happened to me, I started my YouTube channel. So I've been looking into, starting YouTube for a long time now. I just wasn't comfortable with being on camera. But after I, did away with the anxiety and the insecurities and all of that extra stuff, I went ahead and started the YouTube channel. And the first video just happened to be okay, so we're on number 5. The fifth positive thing that happened to me, which was me finding out that I had a sister, actually 2 sisters on my dad's side and a brother on my dad's side. And with that, I actually did my ancestry and found out that I'm a percentage Nigerian and Ghanaian, Cameroon and Congo, the Ivory Coast, all of those different things. So that is another positive thing that happened to me last year. Let's see. I think I lost count. I think we're on number 6. If we're not on number 6, forgive me. If you were counting, just keep counting in your head. So the next positive thing that happened to me in 2K18, let's see. My son started preschool. Yes, he started preschool. I was a little nervous about him starting only because he's been at home with me since he was a baby and stuff. He adjusted very well. It was a little rocky in the beginning, but now he's great. He's excellent. He's flourishing and living life. Let me see. The next, my daughter celebrated her first birthday in 2K18. She's a July 4th baby, so she's a firework baby. And I mean, when I say fireworks, I mean she is snappy, snapping, snap, crackling, popping, okay? She is super, super feisty. Let's see, what else? I'm just kind of going down the list here. What else? I'm really trying to make sure I do not forget anything. Oh, duh. So for those of you who don't know, I love to sing. I just do it as a hobby, but I actually went to audition for The Lion King. And when I went to audition for The Lion King, there was actually a talent scout that was there who worked for Spike Lee. And, you know, that was really, really huge to me. So he saw me sing. Well, he heard me sing. And he asked me to perform at one of his venues. And so I did. So I had my first performance, my first real performance in front of a large live audience, you know, amongst other performers as well. So that was really, really huge for me in 2018. Also in 2018, if you guys haven't watched the last video that I posted, it was about a workshop where my therapist, she actually created this workshop where other, you know, individuals came, and we pretty much did different exercises on how we can begin to really, really love ourselves and how we can be comfortable with the fact that we are enough. So that was really, really huge to me because I would say since I was 21, since I turned 20, well, when I turned 21, I've been on this kind of like spiritual journey, if you would say. So just really trying to find myself and get stronger spiritually and, you know, become more spiritually sound. So when I went to that workshop, that was actually really, really huge for me. And it got a little emotional at the end, but I won't go too much in. I won't go into it, you know, too deeply. If you haven't seen that video, that was the last video that I uploaded. So go ahead and watch that video after this video. The next thing, I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, well, I'm not going in order because I just remembered it. Remember this. I cut off my dreads. So I did the big chop, and that's what I mentioned earlier when this video first started. I actually cut off my dreads, and I explained why I did it. And that was the second video that I uploaded onto my YouTube channel. But I did a YouTube tutorial on how I style my TWA. So if you haven't seen those videos, don't hesitate to pause this video and look at those videos and come back to this one, okay? Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's everything. And I saved the best for last. I got engaged. Yay! I did get engaged in 2K18. My fiance actually proposed to me the day of Thanksgiving in front of the whole family. So you can only imagine the excitement, the anxiety, the joy, the all around just happiness that I was feeling, when he proposed to me, and because I wasn't expecting it. And we've been together for about 5 years now. Yeah, I believe I had just turned 21 when I met him. We have 2 kids together. So, when he proposed to me, that was like a huge thing because, I could only see myself, being with him for the rest of my life. So that was really huge for me. But I think I pretty much covered 2K18, all of the positives that happened to me in 2K18. Now, let's get into the goals for 2K19. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention. So as I'm sitting here editing the video, I forgot to mention 2 other big things that happened to me in 2K18, and I just could not allow this video to be uploaded without including these big things. So the first one was When I started my business, I was in business for maybe about 3 months, maybe about 3 or 4 months. And, with that alone, I was contacted by Always Thorough magazine, and he wanted to interview me for his magazine. So that was a huge accomplishment. So I was interviewed for a magazine article. And the second thing was I went to my very first Chris Brown concert. If you know me, you know that I have been a Chris Brown. Well, I'm a huge Chris Brown fan, and but I had never been to any of his concerts. So last year was my first time actually going to one of his concerts, and it was Heartbreak on a Full Moon. It was so live. He came to Atlanta, Georgia, and I went to go see him. But yeah, that is those were the two things that I could remember. Okay. All right, so 2K19 is going to be even bigger and better than 2K18. So I actually started off this year right. One of my main goals for this year was to tighten and tone my body, like literally shred my body. I actually have a fitness inspiration that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Miss_Cargill. So MS_CARGILL. If you guys don't follow her, follow her. She's a huge inspiration to me. Her body is ripped. She is just gorgeous. For a long time, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to look like, or at least what I envisioned my body to look like, if that makes sense. But when I came across her Instagram, I was like, whoa, this is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So that's one of my goals for 2K19 is to get in shape, get ripped. I want to be toned, muscles bulging, just like, but, you know, not too masculine, still feminine, you know, of course, want to keep the sauce, still fit and, you know, healthy all around. Let's see. So the next goal for 2K19 that I have is to take my businesses to the next level, which if you are a business owner, this should be your goal every year. You should only grow and progress from, you know, the time that you started. So I plan on flourishing in my business, doing photo shoots, you know, traveling, let me see. I actually want to open a physical location. That's a huge goal for me. And, you know, just as long as I stay consistent, it'll definitely happen. Let's see. The next goal that I have for 2K19 is to, let me see. The next goal for 2K19. Oh, the next goal for 2K19 is to read more. And I'm not even joking. I used to be a really big reader, but, you know, as time passed and, you know, becoming a mother and, you know, starting businesses and, you know, you just have all of these different responsibilities kind of thrown at you at once. You tend to neglect your passions or the habits, the good habits that you had, you know, long ago or before those responsibilities were thrown on you. So I plan on reading a whole lot more, at least 60 minutes a day. And I think that's actually a very good goal to have. I think everyone should probably take out the time to read, you know, take a book that you're interested in and just read for like, if you can't read for 60 minutes, just try 30 minutes, you know, 20, 10. Let's see. The next goal that I have for 2K19 is, Oh, so me and my fiance actually talked about this before he left for New York. We plan on starting a couples channel. And I know you're probably like, oh, everybody has a couples channel. Yeah, that's true. Everyone has a couples channel. Yeah, but you know what? That's every other couple. There's no other couple like us. We are the ultimate couple. So we're going to have a whole slew of different types of videos. He's into credit repair, so that's his business, and we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about, you know, how we met, you know, just little different scenarios. And then of course, because he and I have a huge passion for food, it wouldn't be right if we didn't incorporate an ASMR video or a few ASMR videos, right? No, it would be wrong not to. So that's another goal for 2K19. The next goal for 2K19, definitely learning a new skill. So in 2K18, I learned a few skills. I learned a lot of things, and all of these things were sort of by accident. But in doing so, actually taking the time to really focus and stay consistent when it came down to these different skill sets, I actually ended up creating businesses from them, if that makes sense. So, you know, just because you may not be interested in something doesn't mean you can't learn from it or learn the basics of it and possibly turn that into something even bigger. So that's another goal for 2K19, is to learn a new skill set. Also, I am planning a trip to, well, me and my fiance are planning a trip to South Africa. So, you know, that's going to be huge for me because I've been to Israel, but I haven't been to South Africa yet. I haven't even been to, I hadn't even been to Jamaica or Bahamas, or last year was my first time ever leaving the country. So I had to get a passport and all of that stuff. And I know you guys are probably like, girl, you late. Hey, I am not on anyone else's timeline but my own. For 2K19, we plan on traveling to South Africa just to see the land, you know, doing different business ventures, things of that sort, real estate investing, all of those different things. So I'm super, super excited for that. What else in 2K19? Oh, and basically planning for the wedding in 2020. So I'll be planning all 2K19 because, you know, I'm just a tad bit bougie, not too much, but just enough. So I'll be planning all 2K19 for the wedding in 2020. So the wedding is going to be on my daughter's birthday, which is July 4th. Kaboom! 2020 in Florida. Because his family is in Georgia, my family is in Georgia, and then it would just be easier. And then, you know, I love the water and stuff, so I figured that would be the number one destination for, you know, our families to come together. I wanted to go out of the country, but, you know, I still want a lot of my families to be there, and it would be more cost effective for us to do it in Florida. The next goal for 2K19 would have to be the number one goal. And I think this is probably the number one goal for everyone. Just focusing on just focusing on making sure you do not allow anything to throw you off your A game. And I'm saying this for myself, but I'm also speaking to you guys. I'm just sending you a message. You know, just make sure you don't let anything or anyone throw you off of your A game. All of the pettiness, all of the, you know, negativity that you all, or even myself, experienced in 2K18 and even prior years. This year should be a totally different year. Everyone should have matured enough to be able to get along and, you know, unify and things of that sort in order to move forward in all of their life endeavors. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Don't let anything throw you off your A game. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep that tunnel vision going. Oh, I actually forgot to mention this. And I was actually debating on whether if I should mention this. So in something positive that happened to me in 2018, and we're just kind of backtracking. I gained a sister wife, sort of. Yeah, I gained a sister wife, and you know, if you guys are interested in that story, yes, I am a polygamist, well, a polygamist. And if you guys are interested in that story, drop a comment below and I could actually go into that on another video. But that's only if you guys are interested. I'm not going to go into it if you aren't interested. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. I recapped 2K18 and then I moved on, you know, my expectation or what my goals are for 2K19. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit that bell for those notifications so that way you don't miss any more of this sauce. Bye.